The city of Seoul never truly slept. Even at midnight, its skyline shimmered with endless lights, luxury penthouses, and billion-dollar corporations. Hidden behind that glamorous world was a powerful empire that almost no one dared challenge. At the center of that empire stood Jaden Okoro, a young Afro-Korean billionaire whose wealth stretched across technology, shipping, luxury hotels, and private security. To the public, he was a respected businessman. To those who operated in the shadows, he was the most feared mafia boss in Asia. Despite his power, Jaden lived by one rule: loyalty was worth more than money. He trusted only three people: his childhood friend Min-jae Park, his business advisor Victor Han, and the woman he loved more than his own life, Amara Williams. Jaden believed they would stand beside him forever. He had no idea they were already planning his downfall. One rainy evening, Jaden organized a private celebration aboard his luxury yacht after securing the biggest business deal in the company's history. Everyone laughed. Everyone toasted to success. Everyone smiled. Only one person noticed the silent glances exchanged across the table. It was already too late. Hours later, masked attackers stormed the yacht. Bullets echoed through the night. Explosions lit up the sea. The guards fought bravely, but someone had disabled every security system from inside. Jaden realized the attack wasn't random. Someone had betrayed him. As he struggled to escape the burning yacht, he looked back just long enough to see Min-jae helping the attackers. Then he saw Amara standing beside Victor. Neither of them looked surprised. Neither tried to save him. The yacht exploded. The world believed Jaden Okoro had died that night. The next morning, headlines across the globe announced the tragic death of one of Asia's youngest billionaires. His companies immediately fell under new leadership. Victor became CEO. Min-jae took control of the security empire. Amara inherited millions through legal documents no one questioned. Everything had been planned long before that night. But there was one problem. Jaden wasn't dead. Far from Seoul, an old fisherman rescued him from the ocean before sunrise. Broken. Burned. Unable to walk without help. For months, no one recognized the once powerful billionaire. As his wounds healed, so did his determination. Every day he remembered the faces of the people who had smiled while destroying his life. He didn't want quick revenge. He wanted justice. He wanted them to lose everything the same way they had taken everything from him. Over the next 3 years, Jaden disappeared from the public eye. During that time, he secretly built an even larger empire through international investments, artificial intelligence companies, renewable energy, and private defense contracts. His wealth quietly doubled. His influence spread across continents. By the time anyone noticed his hidden companies, he had become richer than before. Then one morning, an invitation reached every billionaire in Asia. A mysterious investor was hosting the largest business summit ever organized. Victor, Min-jae, and Amara attended without hesitation. Inside the grand ballroom, they waited eagerly to meet the anonymous investor everyone feared. The lights dimmed. The giant screen displayed one sentence. "Did you really think I died?" The room fell silent. A familiar voice echoed through the hall. Slow footsteps approached the stage. When the spotlight turned on, Jaden Okoro stood there. Alive. Calm. Stronger than ever. Victor nearly dropped his glass. Min-jae's face turned pale. Amara couldn't believe what she was seeing. The man they had buried 3 years earlier was standing in front of them. Jaden smiled. Not because he hated them. Because he had already won. One by one, he revealed evidence of every crime they had committed. Secret bank transfers. Illegal contracts. Recorded conversations. The forged inheritance documents. The assassination plan. Every screen inside the ballroom displayed proof. Government investigators entered. Police surrounded the exits. Investors immediately withdrew billions from Victor's companies. Share prices collapsed within minutes. The empire built on betrayal crumbled before everyone's eyes. Min-jae attempted to escape, but was arrested before reaching the door. Victor begged for another chance. Jaden simply looked away. Then only Amara remained. She walked toward him with tears in her eyes. She admitted she had loved him once. She claimed fear had forced her to betray him. For a brief moment, the room became silent. Jaden remembered every promise they had made together. He remembered the future they had planned. But some wounds could never be healed by apologies. He quietly handed her the engagement ring she had once returned after believing he was dead. "I forgive you," he said. But forgiveness doesn't erase betrayal. Amara broke down as officers escorted her away. Months later, Jaden rebuilt his businesses with a new philosophy. Power could build empires. Money could buy influence. But trust remained the most valuable currency in the world. His companies became stronger than ever. His name became a symbol of resilience. And whenever people asked how he survived the greatest betrayal of his life, he simply smiled. Because the greatest revenge wasn't taking lives. It was building a better one while those who betrayed him watched everything they had stolen disappear. If this story kept you hooked from beginning to end, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next unforgettable Afro-Korean billionaire mafia story. Tell us in the comments, would you have forgiven Amara, or would you have walked away forever?